Okay, Angels and Demons by Dan Brown. I'd heard about this book for years. I've heard about this series for years. Of course, this is the first of Dan Brown's thrillers with Robert Langdon. Uh, if you've heard about the series, he roots the story, the fictional story, in fact. So in this case, we're in Italy, and we're going through St. Peter's Square, and the Pope's involved, and the Catholic Church is involved. And in terms of writing style, it's a page turner. This is something that you want to just finish in the one sitting. You know, you going from one page to the next. I'm not a big fiction reader. If you've seen my videos, they're all pretty much nonfiction with the exception of Harry Potter and some others. And so I'd heard this was a great beginner thriller. And that's how I would describe it. I would describe it as a great beginner thriller. It's about 560 pages. The chapters are on average probably 3 to 4 pages each, with the exception of a few chapters, but it keeps you moving. And I'm actually intrigued by the symbology about the Illuminati and about the capture. I'll tell you the story. It goes from this rivalry between scientists and the scientific world with the Catholic Church. So you've got the faith-based religion and the power of the Catholic Church versus science, and these scientists working out of secret labs, and then I won't reveal anything, but yeah, that's your basis for the story. And then you've got some other things that happen that put Robert Langdon on the trail, and it becomes your thriller story. The first quarter is probably backstory, and then of course you get into the thrilling part where it's just one scene after the next in sequence. So there's not much of it. It's all kind of takes place in one single night. There's not a whole length of time that goes by or anything like that. But the story's great. I loved it. I thought the story was great. Keeps you on your toes. I would say it was a little bit predictable. I would say the ending was a little bit predictable. I'd say the ending was a little bit abrupt. I felt like it ended kind of quickly. Felt a little rushed toward the end. After all this sequence and all this build-up, it was like, oh, that's it, it's over. But, great book. I would read, I think the Da Vinci Code is the next in this series, and I think I will get around to reading that sometime. I'd like to complete the series. Of course, there's a movie made with this book, Angels and Demons, featuring Tom Hanks. But I had heard that Dan Brown had done a nice job with this series, and it actually went undiscovered for a while until the Da Vinci Code blew up, and that was the book when he got his new agent where people discovered Dan Brown. So a lot of people went back after reading the Da Vinci Code and read this book. So I don't think it matters the order in which you read them, although this was the first of those books, so I'm going in the sequential order. But anyway, overall, Angels and Demons, Dan Brown, great book. I would recommend it. I'm not sure I would go back and reread this one. But I love the idea that the fictional story is rooted in fact, with the symbology of the Illuminati and the pentagrams and different buildings and things that exist throughout Italy. He creates this thrilling story featuring those buildings and that everybody recognizes and knows well. So it was really interesting. Anyway, check it out, Angels and Demons by Dan Brown.